Hello, everybody.
Hey, good morning and happy Wednesday from Rural Community Solutions, where we help you build family-friendly, youth-centered places that attract the people and the businesses you want to have in your community.
You know, you'll notice we're switching it up a little bit today because we all this week I am in a training to help family care providers build a great business, and so I'm taking an early care and education training that we're going to then start to train early family care providers on the business aspect of your family care. So it stays with the entrepreneurship, it's building your business, it's building your economy, but more importantly, it's building your workforce. So stay tuned or contact me for more information if you want to know how.
Yeah, so for any of you who have childcare needs, that is such a critical, important part. That's a conversation actually that we're having nationally, federally, when we're talking about infrastructure and the American Jobs Plan, that infrastructure is not just roads and bridges. Infrastructure includes childcare. You don't have childcare, you have no workforce.
It's critical infrastructure, just like your broadband, just like your bridges, just like your roads. It's not soft infrastructure. If you don't have an early care, sorry, I'm passionate. If you don't have an early care and education system in your community, you don't have anyone to take care of your workforce's children. Think about that. No care, no workforce. It's a connection.
It is absolutely true. So that wasn't intended to be the subject of today's.
I can get on my soapbox. I'll preach.
Exactly. If you have children and you need childcare, you have a right and a responsibility to contact your legislators, both at the state and the federal level. Federal level is where we have the money coming right now because state legislatures have adjourned for the year or are close to it. So anyway, but if you have needs for childcare, talk to your people, talk to your representatives, talk to your senators, and tell them it is critical infrastructure for you to be able to work so that you have childcare close by your home.
You want to get people out back to work? Take care of their kids. All right. Now for today's show, what I want you to think about, and this really goes along with how you start to start up your community again. You have to pay attention to this because you can't go back to where you were prior to the pandemic. You can't do it. You have to move forward. You have to change it. And so here's your three components to ingrain a change in your community, right? Number one, first thing you have to do, learn something new. Not just something, learn a new way of doing things to get a different result. Figure out the result that you want. Now, learn how to get that result. What actions need to be taken? What goals need to be set? What practices need to have? What educational opportunities do we need to bring to our community? What new habits do we need to have in our community, our business, our organization, our church, our family, our school system, any of those institutions in your community? What new actions do you need to take to attract people? Not to scare them away or push them away. What new things do you need to do? Okay, and the second one is to make sure you have power to your computer. Right? Actually, that's not. But
we were going to move upstairs, but yeah, we have an infrastructure issue on internet right this morning.
The second one that you need to do is to act. All right. So when you learn what to do, you have to start practicing your new actions. And by practicing, I mean consciously focusing on your new action. Consciously focusing on your new action, because it's going to take you at least 90 days, if not longer, to change your specific action. Now, it's going to take you about 3 to 5 years to change your community to act in a different way to get you to different results. So this is not a short-term process. It's a long-term commitment, a long-term practice. After you act, the best way you can ingrain it is to teach it to others. So get a group together, learn something new. Then start practicing those actions. And so if you really want to do this, we have institutes that will help teach you different practices. So if you have division in your community, we have an engagement institute that helps you talk through those issues. If you have a leadership issue, a lack of leadership in your community that's not thinking forward, we have a small community leadership institute for your community. If your communities can't get along in your region where your commuting patterns are, we have a community builders. If you're looking to grow a entrepreneur system, we have an entrepreneur system. We have a national consulting team that will help you build that ecosystem. So really, you have to learn it, then you have to practice it, then you teach it to others. When you learn, act, and teach, then it starts to become a new habit. So learn something new. Learn how to act differently that's going to give you different results coming out of COVID. Then start to teach it to your community, start to teach it to your region. So you start to build that environment that supports an entrepreneurial economy. And that will help you attract people, not push them away. So your trend lines start going like this instead of like this. Right. So if you're interested, give me an email, frank@ghorizons.com or
Kim@ghorizons.com. I guess we didn't introduce ourselves. I'm Kim Spillers.
And I'm Frank Spillers, and we'll help you with Rural Community Solutions. You can look at us at ruralcommunitysolutions.com. Go to our Facebook page, like our Facebook page. You can go to our YouTube channel. We have more than 200 videos on our YouTube channel. And you can catch our podcast at anchor.fm/Frank Spillers. Think like an entrepreneur, become a spark plug. So start thinking like an entrepreneur and become that spark plug in your community, and join us as we help rebuild rural America.
Have a great week. Thanks so much for joining us. Take care.
Bye-bye.